All right. It says we're live.
All right.
Let's see where this person is. Rabbit no longer streaming. Davis, what's up? Is Rabbit no longer streaming? He's streaming. He's just he's busy for this one. The time's not lining up for him. He's waiting for some more alpha. Looks like the alpha isn't even open right now. But we have a special guest today. We got Wickshot Wills here from MetaLaunchers. And we're going to be at least while we wait to find out what's going on with the alpha testing today. We'll talk about some things going on in the market. How you doing? How you doing there,
I'm
Wick?
I'm well. How about yourself, brother?
I'm doing great, man. You know, I rushed home super excited to do this. Made it just in the nick of time. I felt like I was battling my way through Bezogia to get home myself. But excited to have you here. It's actually cool that we don't have any gameplay happening right this second. Just because that gives us some time to talk, and instead of focusing on the game, I can actually learn from you too. So why don't you tell everybody who you are, where you're coming from, what MetaLaunchers does, and then maybe some of the things we're going to talk about today.
Absolutely. Thank you for how's everyone doing? My name is Jason, aka Wickshot Wills. I am the founder and owner of MetaLaunchers LLC. We specialize in helping NFT communities, DeFi communities, as well as all blockchain-based projects launch. We have worked with a variety of projects from Coin. We've worked with companies like CoinDesk. We've worked with projects like the Walking Dead NFT project, hosted by AMC and Orange Comet. We've worked with projects like Probably Nothing by Jeremy Fall and a variety of others along the way. We've thankfully been able to help sell out approximately 5 NFT projects, and we've been able to just accrue and be able to help hundreds of thousands of members of these communities be able to really develop their backgrounds as well as just their NFT projects. And myself, I come from a blockchain background. I am a cryptocurrency educator. I have a variety of students as well as help people really educate themselves about the financial markets. I'm also a day trader, and this is exactly what I'm going to be going over today.
Yeah, man, I have to say, without you, I wouldn't be here today. You've definitely helped guide me, keep me on track, and build confidence through some of the turbulence in the markets these past almost 2-3 years now. So it's wild how crypto time flies. But yes, I'm very thankful to have met you and then have you here and on the channel a couple times. So what are we seeing in the charts?
Well, let's go right to it. Can you see my screen displaying?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can make this a boom. There we go.
There we go. Alrighty. So it's actually been a very interesting time in the market. Something that I try to teach a lot of my students as well as, preach to a variety of people to understand is that, no matter which coin you follow, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, whatever you follow, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if the market capitulation isn't following a certain price action structure. And everything, it starts and ends with structure. Okay, no matter who is getting into what positions, your trend is your friend, and to go against the trend is something that I always urge my students never to do. So with that being said, one of the things that I'd like to make note of is the total market cap, right? The crypto total market cap. And on a weekly time frame, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 consecutive weeks of pure bullish price action. And I'm actually very excited to see us continue this. But how long will it last? We have next month, very important time coming up where we are going to see the Ethereum become finally merge over to the POS.
Proof of
POS.
stake.
Proof of stake network. I was thinking proof of work. No, I always get the two mixed up. And it's an incredible time. I was actually looking at the data just earlier, and right now with ETH, as far as Ethereum 2 goes, there's 13.2 million Ethereum staked that's currently valued at $25 billion US dollars. And I'm just curious about how people will feel once this actually becomes the time to unlock. Now, it won't happen all at once, so it gives people a lot of opportunity to make sure that their money is safe and that they won't have to unlock down here comparable to price action being up here. But it is a
All right,
very
here
interesting thing.
let's put it out to the chat. Chat, are you invested in ETH2? Do you have some staked? And if you do have it staked, are you going to leave it staked, or are you planning on cashing in, or maybe buying more Bazoji when it becomes unlocked? I know I personally locked up, a couple ETH, and I do have to say, on one hand, the price is a lot lower than some of the ETH I got, so I'm kind of locked in the sense of I'm not even break even on some of it. But I definitely know, like I love Bazoji, and we know a lot of big things are happening. So if I had, I always say if at some point some of that ETH wasn't locked up, I would have burned it on some, definitely some shit coins for real, some degen plays. So on one hand, I'm glad, it's kind of stuck at the moment. But on the other hand, I know I'm a little underwater on some of it. So, what's the best decision? So in the chat, do you have staked ETH? You going to leave it staked? You going to flip it into something else? What's your plan? Tell us.
Yeah, I'd love to hear. It's incredible how honestly a lot of this staked ETH has been able to save a majority of people's wallets. It's honestly been such a great thing, but also now considering where price is at, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword we're walking on here. So with that said, let's get into a little bit of analysis. What are we looking at as far as the market goes, right? So the biggest thing that when I'm looking at markets is, straightforward. As I said, the trend is your friend. What is your structure? Now, the biggest and most important trend you need to follow is the highest time frame. This starts with whether it's the yearly or the monthly, but I usually try to focus on the monthly, and you usually find valid structure there. Usually find valid formations. When you're looking at market structure, especially in a bullish market, you're looking at you're looking at a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And until you break structure, a close below previous market higher lows, you're going to continue to the upside. So until you get a change of that, but in this case, we did get a break of structure. Now with that break of structure, now we create a new trend. We have a higher high, but then we have a lower low to then form a potential lower high, and then to again form a potential lower low. Now, none of this is guaranteed. I think that's the most beautiful part about it, is that anything can happen in these markets, and anything that can happen may happen. So what I'm saying is, and I'm sure you're hearing me, so I'm basically saying that we're going to continue this bearish trend in a little bit. I'm not saying we are going to, but I'm saying it's quite possible. Structure is built off of majority supply and demand. And when there's supply and demand in the market, you need to be able to hedge your positions. Institutions wanted lower. We all knew that. Whether we were focusing on the bottom here being at $750 billion market cap, also creating a quote unquote support area for price action to focus, or if we go a little bit lower and focus on price action that actually has a lot of volume in the market for us to mitigate or to relieve its pressure. Now, for me, when I look at go ahead.
So I was going to say, a year and a half ago, I wouldn't barely understand what you're saying, but I'm really seeing it. I bet a lot of people don't look over. I think this chart is awesome, the total crypto market cap. But if you're looking at this chart and you zoom out a little bit, you can see we're basically at a point of resistance right now for total market cap, right?
Oh, absolutely. This is definitely a huge area for us to focus on, especially as we go into the weekend and even considering the following week. What I'd like to say is just keep an eye on this 1.25 to 1.5 trillion dollar market cap area. This is a huge. You can look at all these lows being touched, and you can see all these highs, price action struggling to make it up to this point to even get there. Now, when price fails to continue higher, it must continue lower. So this is going to be a huge test for us to see in the markets over the coming week. And you never know what could happen. This could be a beautiful sign for us, but considering where the market cap is going, you never know, especially considering the economy.
Do a lot of traders and crypto investors look at this crypto total market cap to make decisions, or are they looking more at the BTC charts, the Tether market caps, the the ETH charts? What are you thinking?
I think a majority of crypto traders, they mainly focus on the actual coins themselves. I don't think many really venture out other than looking at like the market caps of these cryptos. So you have the Bitcoin market cap at 455 billion. You see the same relative support volume and supply area. Same thing with Ethereum market cap. People look at that, we're entering the same area we were talking about before. But a primary thing that people do focus on, especially a lot of traders, is the Bitcoin dominance chart. The reason I say that is because Bitcoin dominance is such a huge factor in this market, and we never really know where price action will take us. But one thing we do know is that Bitcoin is, as we all know, the godfather. It controls a majority of the market. Not every single coin and not all the time, but it has a significant factor. And the higher the percentage, the more likely it is that if Bitcoin crashes, your favorite altcoin will crash too, but a lot harder. And if the Bitcoin rises, it's the same idea. You just have to pay attention in many respects to how heavy is Bitcoin contributing to the total realization of all this cryptocurrency in the market. Is there
I've been seeing a lot of people. Sorry, I've been seeing a lot of people use the BTC ETH charts to do some trading now too. I guess because it's a bear market, people are just kind of bouncing back and forth between the two.
Yeah, so Bitcoin, Ethereum charts are actually very common to use, and there's nothing wrong with them in many respects. I personally don't utilize them as much, only because for me, people are only debating on whether whether the Ethereum will create the flippening or not. Will Ethereum's market cap really capitulate and overtake what Bitcoin has been able to create? And I personally don't believe that's going to happen anytime soon. It would mean that Ethereum basically needs to gain over $230 billion in market cap to be able to overtake Bitcoin right now. And even if it did do that, it would still need a significant amount of more. But there is a significant amount of traders in the market who do look at the Bitcoin Ethereum based charts.
Cool. Well, Legends of Bazoji, or I should say Bazoji, that's definitely an ETH based token. So do we want to take a look at the ETH chart and see what's going on there?
Happy to do it. So right now, as you can see, we have let's look at the structure of everything, right? We have low, we have high, we have low, new low in the market. We have high, we have low, we have high, we have low, and now we're continuing to create new highs as we enter a major supply area in the market. Now, this area, we could see one of two things happen. We could see either price just completely break structure to the downside. Maybe we come up a little bit more, break down, sweep higher, and completely distribute to the downside, target this area for potential shorts, and then come sweep a lot of liquidity that's resting below in this area. And if we get into there, I personally would like to enter some significant longs down there. But let's focus on the short term a little bit, right? Until then, we have our current market conditions. And our current market conditions are relatively favorable. Let's say we do continue to the upside. I said trend is your friend. I would say that everyone just continue to focus on this point right here. This is what we call an FVG, or fair value gap, or an IPA, aka an imbalanced price action. Usually in these areas, you start to notice that there's a significant amount of more volume compared to other areas where these, wicks have been. These wicks are what mitigate price action in highly voluminous areas, right? These are what take out a lot of traders, those wicks, those dangerous wicks. And there's a reason they call me Wickshot Wills. What I'd be looking for is when we get into this primary imbalance, our most recent voluminous candle, I would look for price action to make a significant accumulation. So we create a low, a high, a lower low, and then break structure to the upside. And I would look to target and acquire some more Ethereum right there, maybe around 1795, or whenever we get that significant break of structure on a smaller time frame, kind of like the 1 hour. Until then, I expect us to go up maybe a little bit more before continuing back to the downside and really mitigating a lot of this liquidity that's been resting over here. If that makes sense too. If anyone also has any questions, please feel free. I always love answering questions.
Let's see. I'm trying to see the chart, so I had to blow it up into full screen, and now I got it. There we go. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat. No questions in the chat. So I mean, let's talk about why ETH is pumping, right? So some of the big things going on. They just had the Golea testnet set up, go live of proof of stake, right? So proof of stake is officially in testnet. It's not in mainnet. So that happened, yesterday? So we got a good pump from that. What other big bullish things happened for ETH? That's the major one.
We have a lot more. I know BlackRock recently started accepting their, people who invest with them to be able to open portfolios with a lot of various cryptocurrencies, primarily Bitcoin and Ethereum. And, I think that's a significant, factor to take into account is all these, highly accredited institutions verifying what a lot of retail traders are focusing on. Where can they invest next, and where can we invest next? I'm sure, right now, as these institutions say, this is a great time to invest in crypto, is when we will start to see a little bit more downside momentum, and then maybe get some good news right around this area, in this voluminous area. Remember, the news is just the excuse for price action to move at the end of the day. Right. I think that we're going to see some fantastic news over the next few days, next few weeks. Probably get down into here around over the weekends. Probably maybe Monday, close of the week. We'll probably get some nice movement into here back to the upside. But I think there's just so much going on in the markets, especially with the expansion of NFTs and variety of aspects contributing to the amount of money getting filtered into this market. I think we do have quite while to go, but regardless of what happens, it's an exciting time to be alive. It's an exciting time to be involved.
We do have some FUD in the markets, right? So like the SEC is starting to investigate all the exchanges, right? You got stuff that's going to impact the stock market, like Robinhood just getting I think a lawsuit put out against it for market manipulation. We got what's going on with China and Taiwan and the US with the chips. So I mean, I was saying somebody the other day, we haven't had a good China FUD in a while. I feel like that's the most common one. But yeah, so we got some potential conflict there. Now, what
China's
happens
been banning crypto since 2013?
Yeah, twice a year. So what happens if all of a sudden they report back there's some errors, or something going wrong with this? Maybe printing a bunch of ETH, right, or something like that. How do you think that'll send this way down? Like, do you think I guess the question is, do you think the bottom is in? Do you think that dip behind the below the 200 SMA is it, or based on these market conditions, where Celsius, we got who knows what's going on with that? What are your thoughts?
Let me actually put on the SMA, because I don't trade too often with with indicators. So it's always nice to see what, everyone is looking at. Let's do
Yeah, so
this.
I like the 200-week simple moving average. And if you look back at all the other bear markets, it only dipped under it quick and then backed up. So that was like a key spot of where I was looking. Let's see. And the alpha is up. I am gonna fire this up. Let me set up my Zoji here. Oh my God, these colors are beautiful. The colors, Duke, the colors. All right, so let's see.
All right.
All right. Wondering how this app is going to hold up. You know what I should probably do? I don't think I need ultra settings. In the chat, if you're watching, let me know, how is the stream looking? Is it smooth? Is it choppy? All right. You can still hear me, right?
Yep, looks smooth on my end.
Cool. Yeah, they did a lot of work. So did you find that indicator?
Yes, I did. So it does look, I will say that I'm sure past price action will indicate that 200 SMA, you've had some significant bounces off of those areas. But I will indicate, and this is exactly my point, price action will do whatever it wants to do. It could continue to go up from here, and we could have bottomed out. I personally don't think so, because this is a different time and this is not the same type of indication we would normally have. Something I'll say is indicators are just accumulation of data from past pretenses. And even though patterns continue to happen and formulate,
they aren't indicative of future results.
Exactly.
All right, we found a jump pad. Let's see where it sends us. Woo!
Again, from the chat saying it's a little laggy, a little choppy.
Okay, here, let's even turn it down a little bit more. We got a lot of action going on here. Let's see. Can I turn down the resolution? I don't have my field of view up. All right, let's see. This should be even better. It might get a little chop. We got a lot of action. This is my first time using StreamYard. I mean, it's pretty easy to get everything in here and navigate all the windows and screens. So how's that? Is that better, you guys? I'm looking for better. Trying to watch it. It's looking good in the preview panel, but oh, I'm super excited. So you see this right here on my screen, these guys with the banners? Supposedly, these are going to be where you go to, stop for quests. So we have the beta coming in a couple weeks, real quick, and super excited to hear that we're going to have new weapons, new enemies, possible big bads, a sample of the rental mechanism, so we can see how that works, as well as the quest and lore. So I'm super excited to see that integrated. Steve, Jeff Bezos, he said, Steve Murray, the CEO, he said that it's going to basically feel like a completely different game. So he got me super hyped, and I think the community is super hyped. And if you look at the Bazoji chart, we can definitely see from that as well that it's happened. Let's see, El Barent Blanco.
What are you most excited for as the Bezogia beta nears closer?
Definitely the quest mechanism. Seeing the quests. I love the green swords, and I have a feeling this is just going to be my basic loadout no matter what. Hopefully get some some more some upgraded swords from these. But I'm super excited to start getting the lure in the game and more bad guys, so that as much as I enjoy exploring, I'd like to, it'd be cool to have like some purpose behind it too, So super excited for the quest action here. I'm wondering, like, I don't know what it's gonna be. Is it gonna be like a Zelda feel or a Mario 64 feel? Banjo Kazooie, those are some of my like favorite games. So super stoked. Ooh, what's that down there? Oh, I see bearish hidden under the map. We found. Oh, there it is. Nice. What do you think? It's been a while since you've been on the stream. Not sure if you've been checking it out. What do you think of what you see?
I have been checking it out. It's actually really interesting how far they've come since the alpha was originally developed. I remember when the first stream took a look at it. It was pretty incredible to see what they had then. It's even more incredible to see what they've been able to develop over time and time again.
Yeah, as far as like the dev teams and constantly delivering, I've been let down with different projects, so much. But I just feel like our devs here, they're constantly delivering. Oh, what do we got? A little hole? Should we explore? Oh, okay. Okay.
Swimming?
Got some catacombs.
I wonder what you could find down here.
I feel like it's a big trap.
Next thing you know, something's just gonna pop out at you.
I'm waiting for the water bad guys right now. They don't have too many. Let's do. I was about to say let's play the floor is lava, and then I fell right in. I'm working on my boost jumps here. Let's see. Yeah, so again, I haven't really been through a like major bear market. I would say this is a major one. There was definitely the COVID one, which was minor. That was about right when I got in. Then we had like one dip after that, after like the meme craze. Right, and now this one. So let's see, where do we gotta go? So yeah, so I was looking, like I was saying, that indicator, the 200 SMA. Like as I started to look at charts, somebody had mentioned, that as a huge indicator, and had I traded that when it went under, I would have been able to definitely increase some of my positions, some of the bags that I wanted to grow. So yeah, I regret letting greed get the best of me when we had those lower prices, and that's definitely now in my rule book going forward. When we set like significant lows for lots of the cryptos, to maybe use that as a buying opportunity, a chance to DCA and significantly at least either make some trades and make some money to pull some profits, or that I could take out, or invest in new projects. Just have that dry powder, use that to create dry powder, or like I said, DCA in. So I thought that was really cool to see. And there's like if you look it up, there's like a heat map which shows like a color, like colors assigned with it, and when it hits, I think blue, it's like saying that's a good time to buy. So I love that as just like a simple indicator of the current state of the market. But again, the thing we had, the Black Swan, was it was 3 arrows capital, or Terra Luna, 3 arrows capital Celsius.
Yeah. And it's just I feel like for people who are like new, not even new to crypto, but haven't been through like a significant bear market, it's just like, I mean, even people who are invested from like who saw the 2021 crash, like that was a significant crash, but it wasn't as bad as it currently is now. Same thing with you look back to 2020, you saw just a major decrease in prices. I think it was about 65%. But I think people who had the worst were the ones from early 2018. When they saw all of 2018 just continually drop to about 87% of the all-time highs at that time, and that broke so many hearts.
Yeah,
But also,
I'm personally super upset about the Celsius situation, man. I had a lot of my long-term stuff that I was like, I'm not definitely, I love this. I'm not touching this for a while. A lot of that's locked up on there.
we all live and learn. Not your keys, not your crypto.
I'll tell you what, I got my Ledger Nano X now, and all my stuff is on there. Everything I could.
Everything, yeah, definitely everything you can is always good to put up. Those catacombs were cool. I'm excited to see what they will actually do with those catacombs and how it could potentially play into the future of the game.
Yeah, I want to try to find this really cool new boost pad here. We're looking for little wisps of wind. We can find those little wisps. We'll be in good shape.
Bezogia.
It's crazy. I got YouTube open. I got Discord open. I got Telegram.
Streaming everywhere.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. Glad I have a couple monitors here. My dream office would have like 10 monitors, each with a different chart. All right, so there's a wisp up there. We just have to find out how to get there. You see it?
Yeah.
Gotta see if we can get up there. Last time there was no way up.
This time we're gonna make a way up.
I'll find it. I used to be super sneaky at finding the little like glitches to get up, but I think the devs caught on to me. The downside of streaming is they get to see all my little hacks. I might be able to sneak up
watching
this side.
man.
That's it. So we used to be able to get up in this castle too. There's the invisible rainbow bridge. I think I see it. I see a line. Oh, no rainbow bridge. Where's my bridge?
There we are. It's just a beautiful scenery. You can really tell they put their all into developing this.
Have you seen Spiderhead on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's really good. It's with Chris Helmsworth, and he's like this. He's this psychiatrist that created a. I don't want to give away too much, but he basically is testing drugs on people, and each drug has a different effect. So one of them is called Joy. So they take them out and they have them look at like a sunset, a really nice one or a really bad one, and they're like even in the ugliest one, they're like, "Oh my god, it's so beautiful!" It literally looks just like this. Remind me of that. Let's see if we can find a way. Oh, we get that fall damage. Go, Swifty, go. Oh, I like that quote. We're going to get that up on the screen. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, there it is. I like this StreamYard program. That's really cool. Pin all different comments whenever I want. Let's see. Maybe the rainbow bridge is off this hand. Any other... So, like, I know everybody now. So, I guess people are saying, is this a bull trap or is this it? Would you say we're still 50-50 based on what you're seeing on the charts for Bitcoin? Would you say you're leaning a little more bullish, a little more bearish? Is there, are you seeing different things on different charts, or like what's your overall sentiment?
I think my overall sentiment is pretty, pretty unbiased. I'd really like to say that we are, beginning to see a point in the market where we could see a huge upturn, but we're really approaching some critical levels that I'd like to see. There's only really a couple critical levels that we need to pass, and the first one is what's coming up in the next couple weeks that I just indicated. And the next one's a little bit higher. I mean, price action could very well go all the way up to 40K for Bitcoin and then come crashing back down. Do I think that's going to happen? No. But is it possible? Absolutely. I think I'd tell people that same thing as you said, you use the 200 SMA. I'll say, like, in general, people should make sure that they utilize whatever indicators they do. I personally don't use indicators, but it doesn't mean that indicators are a bad thing. Is if you use whatever indicators you can to identify significant areas to reach, to find the bottoms, and just invest dollar cost average in. It's never a bad time to invest. It's just making sure that you invest appropriately and only what you're comfortable to lose.
Facts. Oh,
Nice.
oh, did you see that guy? He teleported.
Just disappeared.
He's right here. That happened to me once the other day. I don't know if it's just like where he is on the map. I don't know.
You didn't want any more, Sir Swifty.
That's it. You tried to out Swift the Swift. Let's say. Floating land. Ooh, someone take a timestamp of this. Somebody tag Benji. Tell him he's got this floating land here.
I got you. 3643.
Here it is. Put it in the chat or something if you can.
No problem.
Let me see something. All right, let's see. All right, we got a launch pad. Let's see, where's it going to send us? Let's see. Oh! Look at that view. Gonna try to find another launch pad now.
I'm sure that's what people think when they jump out of airplanes. It's like, oh, what a view, as I come crashing down to the ground.
It's funny you mentioned that. I might be actually skydiving in a couple weeks. I'm pretty sure my buddy Mike, he's turning 100. No, he might be closing in on 40. He's definitely older than me. But he was like, yeah, well, I want to go skydiving for my birthday, so I might be jumping out of a perfectly good plane here in a couple weeks.
That sounds like a great time, to be honest with you.
I've actually done it before. It's really wild. So when you first jump out, it's like laying on the floor, or like I'd say laying on a table with a fan just blowing a ton of wind at your face. And you're like looking at the ground, and for like the first 30 seconds, literally like 20, 30 seconds, the ground doesn't get any closer. And then all of a sudden, it gets really close really fast. A very interesting experience.
Yeah.
And then you got somebody strapped to your back, which is kind of weird, but gives you a little sense of security.
I can imagine that, honestly. Doing it by yourself, I feel like, is a whole nother level. Obviously, do you know how many jumps it takes to be able to go by yourself?
So it's a certain amount of hours. I want to say it's 30, jumps. I think it's 30 jumps.
Okay.
Again, I don't know if it's state by state or like school by school, but they got like schools that'll accelerate the process. But you definitely need a good chunk of jumps. It was funny. It was funny when I went. I actually like brought my snowboard and was like, "Can I wear my snowboard? Can we do flips? Can we wait till the last second to like pull the chute?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, you're scaring me. I might not actually be able to bring you." It's like, "Oh, I'll calm down."
They're trying to accelerate you to 15 just so you can just jump.
Yeah.
You could pull a move like in Triple X.
That's it. Dirt bike off the wall. throw a
Snowboard down to a
chute with a
mountain.
snowboard through a mountain, land on a snowmobile, and then punch a bunch of people while driving by. Yeah, those movies were so ridiculously awesome.
There were.
Where's
What kind
my
of weapons do you got there?
my dual green candle swords?
Nice.
Yeah, you can go offensive, defensive. So they have. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got. So you got primary and secondary weapons. So primary is mainly offense. Secondary is going to be a bit more defense. But right now we just kind of have like 3 items. So we got the sword. We have the hard fork. All right, and then for secondary you have a shield, or you can go dual primaries. And then we have our spells. So we have a fireball. And it's cool now. They show like the cooldown time, the radius, and the damage.
Oh, that's actually really cool. It shows how many blocks you got.
Yeah, you have distance heal, so you can use this to kind of like heal anybody around you. So you can use it to kind of help your team or your squad. Or sorry, that's area heal. You have the distance heal, which is like a fireball of healing, if I recall correctly. And then you have the spike attack. So I personally love like my every time I shoot a fireball in this, I feel like Scorpion and I just want to go, get over here. Boom. So maybe we got another jump pad. But I'm excited, again, that's another thing with the beta. I was just catching up on I like to do like the shortened videos of the AMAs. So I was just catching up on the most recent AMA. So I can do a little summary video. And was taking some notes, and that was the coolest thing. The beta is like, we've been playing this for a while without any like added weapons or items, and it just seems like they're going to be throwing a ton of stuff out at once. We're going to be able to mint real weapons, and that's what they're going to use for the test net of the blockchain integration. That's what I said it was going to be most real for me, right? Is when they first connect the blockchain to the game, because that makes it a blockchain game. Right now it's like the concept is that this game is going to be on the blockchain, but the second we actually connect and go to testnet, it's real for me, so I'm super stoked for that. And then they'll start opening some of these portals. I think I'm one of 5 people or something. I can't remember if they opened Bezogia for everybody. Definitely hope they intensify the number of bad guys. Get a little more action. A little more price action. Let's see, is anybody even in here with me? Or am I just in a server on my own? I got one other person. Mr. Pajamas, 2 other people. You! Level 43, they said. They said they saw a level 43 bad guy. So now they start telling you the difficulty levels. And I'll tell you what, I've had some really strong 2s and some weak ass level like high 20s. But I haven't seen any level 40s. Are they hiding? Oh, maybe we'll get lucky. I just opened my mouth and here's a ton of them. Oh! All right, we got a level 28. So high level ones are going to be a little bit more crafty. Look at that. Like, he's definitely going down pretty easy. So I know also you have the Bazojis, and just like Pokemon, anything like that, they have their strengths and weaknesses, and, this one's stronger than this one. So I wonder if it has something to do with that, but some guys go down a little easy. Oh, man, I'm tired. See how that long range targeting is. Ooh, I think he moved out of the way, but I think that would have been dead nuts on. All right, we got a red level, so maybe this is our level 76. Ooh, I can't see my health, so he might be messing me up too. Get out of here. All right, we got him. We took out that level 76. I don't feel like that was a level 76. What do you guys think in the chat? When I feel like a level 76, I like slivers of health. Talking like a big bad in like Sonic or something. Get some jump pads. Funny, the map here is so big. And I still don't know my way completely around where everything is yet. All right, we got another red bed. Let's see. Initiate. Let them know we're coming. Give them the heads up. Oh, he got me. One hit. No. Oh. That's all right. Maybe we'll be able to find some more jump pads now. Look at that. Puts us right next to one. Nice. See, which one do we take? I feel like this is the one. Yeet! We got another one over here. Nice high dive. Quality high dive. Is this the one I just hit? Yeah. We'll go to this one. Hold on, let's fix this here so you can see the chat. People asking for more teleporters. Where's that one? I just saw it. There it is. Oh, and then there's another one over there too. Let's see. We'll take note of where we're at. Oh. Nice. Takes us to the next one. See that guy here. Excited for the new enemies too. They've been putting out some new enemies. Yeah, like look at this level 2. This level 2 is going down in chunks, but he's definitely stronger than some of those others. Which one do we hit? We hit that one. We hit that one. Let's give this one a slap. You get that Bazoji head one? I feel like we hit that. I feel like that's the first one I got. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, another thing that would be cool would be like a parachute. Okay. Okay. I think it's telling us where it wants us to go. Ooh. Ooh, it's sending us to the charts. How's that Bazoji chart looking? You still there, Will?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
There he is. How's that Bazoji chart looking?
Let me bring it up real quick.
Oh, we got another quest guy here. So this Bazoji, you'll be able to talk to him and set you up on a mission. A couple more here. If you want me to pull up the bring up the chart so everybody can see it, just let me know, and I'll once you share it, I'll blow it up.
Yeah, just 1 second. Da-da-da.
Welcome to the land of Bezogia. Listen up here. Don't forget what I told you. Chart's gonna blow up nicely. Green candles up and to the right. Yeet.
You've been hanging out with Ryan too much.
Dropping too many bars.
All right, I'm happy to share whenever you're willing.
All right, go ahead and let's see. Add it. And if you add it, then I can.
Should be good.
Cool. Let's see. Boom.
Okay. So first thing I do want to say is we've had some beautiful green candles the past couple days, as well as we've had some nice little momentum moving upwards as over the announcement of the beta coming out, over of high hopes for the turnaround of the market. I will say my biggest target area for us to focus on is for us to get past this level right here. We can get past this 0.15. I don't see why not, why we can't continue to climb all the way past the point, all the way to past the up until the 0.4 area. Once we get up to the 0.4 area, that's your key area to potentially take a little bit of profit, but more so double down. The reason I say double down is because there's always going to be people taking profits at key significant areas. Best way to hold the line is to hold the line. Throw in whatever profits that you feel are necessary to keep your positions afloat, as well as to keep yourself on the train. Just remember, we were only here almost a year ago. If you look back when we were down here, it only took a few months. And maybe we get back to, October. October's coming up. Maybe we get back to October, we start to see this climb once again. I don't know. Things are starting to look real familiar compared to when we were here versus where we are now. We're starting to see the same type of climb. Wouldn't be too surprised. Anything can happen. Definitely urge you guys to put in some positions sooner than later.
Not financial advice.
Definitely not financial advice.
Nice. Yeah, with the beta around the corner, and again, I think a lot of people are waiting to see something. We got the new map, seeing something a little new on the lure side. I think that was a big talking point from the community. People on the sidelines waiting to really see what's next. Not just, and these aren't my words, but not just like running around on a screen. So again, beta, couple weeks. We're right there. We are at the finish line. And I always like to say we don't stop at the finish line. We've run through it. So I'm super excited for that.
Exactly.
Let's see. Cool. I want to find one more launch pad. There's one on the beach somewhere. I think it's right behind me. So I think that was the big one. Let's see. We'll have to take a peek at the map. Let's see if I can remember which key that is. So let's see. Where is Lady Liberty? Well, let's see. Where am I even? Oh, I can't even see it. There's one. There's other. All right, so we're here. Is it here? I do like that we can ping things on the map now. It definitely makes it easier. We're gonna go check out this region.
You want to share your screen?
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be nice, right? Thank you. Let's see. Add the stream. Boom. This is that way. This is this way. Ooh, we got a green portal. One of my next streams, I'll have to try to make it on, see how high I can get up on those pillars over there. Be my challenge for the next one. Who knows? The next one might be straight up beta. Totally possible. One of the things I think that would be really cool is with the launch pads is if you had a parachute. So it would like launch you straight up and then you could parachute or hang glide. Like in Mario Kart, you get the different attachments for your cart. Level 0. Yeah, if you had different attachments, so you could hover, you could... Is he going to beat me? I got beat by a level 0?
I don't think that was a level 0.
I don't think that was a level 0. I just got punked. I just got punked. So I'm
The
saying,
devs know what's going on.
Yeah, they're trolling.
They're trying to get you, man. You're too powerful. Gotta nerf this guy immediately.
That's it. Let's see. That one we took. I'm gonna try to take that little one. Where is Lady Liberty? Over there. We are headed the right direction for sure. Got Nefertiti over here, Nefertiti from Moana, sleeping in the rocks.
Best place to sleep.
Have you taken a look at the new white paper yet?
I have. It actually looks incredible.
Algorithms are pretty crazy. I was trying to make sense of all the formulas. But what's really cool with like the weapons, as far as like minting weapons, you know, like you can put in all red block, hoping to get like more stronger, like Bazoji style, which is strength, like brute force. You could be like trying to get. Oh, we did take this one. You could put them all in and still end up with like something that's slightly skewed off towards, say, the speed Zoja. So even though you get more of a preference of the blocks that you invest, there will always be some type of randomization. And let's say I put in 50-50 red and yellow, so Zerk and speed, it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, like that weapon will have the same amount of Zerk and speed abilities in it. So that's going to make it really fun. And also there's like a ton of combinations. So super excited to see some of the new weapons in that mint. Some of us that got a certain amount of Bazojis and pet Zojis, you know, we're getting some, you know, weapons drops. So it'll be cool. Hopefully, you know, so listen to this. So I got like a purebred in the first mint, and then there was an issue with the tagging, the metadata, and some people got some like, so instead of everybody getting like a completely different one, some people got duplicates, but I had like a straight up I think I had a purebred and a mixed breed, and then when they did the remint, I lost my purebred and ended up with a couple more commons. So I still got those pet Zojis, which are going to be super rare because they're not making anymore. Where, you know, I still have a chance of getting some quality Bazojis. But oh, that one hurt.
Oh, I bet. Getting a purebred, can't even imagine how overjoyed you must have been.
Let's see. I see this. I think we're gonna hit this portal and then call it a night here. I'm gonna take one more launch pad. Those of you that chimed in, I'm interested to hear. What do you think? You like the progress? You like the direction of the project? All the things that we talked about today, as far as upcoming updates of the game. You know, what do you like the sound of most? And those of you here also, if you aren't signed up for beta, you know, make sure you get on the list. I know, you know, there's this rumor going around, and they mentioned it in the AMA, and Steve has specifically asked me to mention it on stream. But you know, there's a rumor going around only 5 people will be in the initial kind of beta test. That's not entirely true. He said that the servers, they want to test them up to like 10,000 people. So if
Oh
you're
wow.
interested, get in and definitely start feel for it. You could even still getting this alpha test here. I really love the game. It's not boring me. I'm just exhausted. It's been a long day.
I know how you feel. I've been
Yeah.
up at it too.
I've been up at every night now, back at 4 a.m. checking the charts quick. Wake up! Oh, there's the floating one. We might not even get this portal. But I wake up almost 4 o'clock on the dot. No alarm. Wake up, check the chart, right back to bed.
It's funny because I wake up to the alerts because I always have alerts set at key levels, and then I just am sleeping. I'll just hear the alert go off and the notification that says "Wake up, we're at key level." I'm like, can it wait? And I'm like, no, it never can.
Levels don't wait for anybody.
They never have.
For retail
Never
sometimes.
It is cool how you can maneuver so almost vertically up these.
You gotta be sneaky about it with the jumps. See, we're getting closer to it. Where's that launch pad? So we did the
Bazogia.
Bazoji. Speed Zoja is gonna have. What up, strap hanger? There we go. Yeah, so Speed Zoja is supposed to have like a Mario Kart theme game being built in it, which is the one I'm most excited for.
Oh, I bet you are. I mean, you can't go wrong with Mario Kart, to be honest.
No. Yeah, we did that Smash Kart tournament, and that was so fun.
Smash Kart is great.
Cool. Let's see my health bar. My window is
Uh-oh.
fully big, so hopefully I'm not getting wrecked here right before we get to the top. Oh! Hit me with the clap. I'll see him from Street Fighter. Pancake hands. You ever play Street Fighter? He was like the Indian dude.
Have I ever played? You're kidding me if you think I never played Street Fighter.
Some people like their Zeldas. Some people like their Mortal Kombats. Let's see. I feel like I should be able to get up that. Where there's a Wickshot Will, there's a way.
I love the sound of that.
That should be on a business card that you hand out to people.
I think I'm going to have to talk to my guy about it.
All right, we got up. Nice. See a couple different portals here. And that launch pad should be up here. I have a feeling it was the floating one. There's the wisp. See, that one's deceiving. It looks like it's here, but to get closer, it looks like it's getting farther away. Some Twilight Zone stuff. How do we get to it? Oh, big whiff. All right. All right. Well, hey, before we sign off here, It's my bedtime. I'm getting ready to go on a little mini vacation tomorrow. We got a bachelor party for one of my buddies having a kid. Before we sign off, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you? You got a Discord, you got a some Twitter handles. What you got?
Absolutely. Everyone and anyone can find me at Wickshot Wills on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever you want. And find our company, MetaLaunchers, at MetaLaunchers on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We do crypto analysis on YouTube, and we also have a Discord, discord.gg/MetaLaunchers. Feel free to come join us. We do a lot of education as well as just news updates.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, learned a lot from you. Without you, I probably wouldn't be in crypto as long as I have been, or been, you know, navigate some of the fun and fear and the basic stuff. So I appreciate that. And yeah, everybody definitely go check out MetaLaunchers. You get a lot of like premium crypto news. So like the important things going on in the market, with the, like your key blockchains and CPI numbers and all those updates. So if you're looking to find out like what's going on without having to like live on social media, definitely following MetaLaunchers can help you get some of those tidbits. Thanks everybody for showing up. Sir Swifty is out. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. We're going to end this with a little dance off. Again, thank you for joining us, Wickshot Wills. We'll have you back soon. And everybody have a great night.
Appreciate you, brother. Have a good night, everyone. It was my pleasure.
Sip.